Hello. This is your boy, Running Boxing, coming through with this, my 95th live. We're going to talk about this thing called boxing. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Let me start it with the Lord's Prayer properly. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. How's everybody doing? God bless every single one of you. I hope you're all having a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever the case may be. So yes, we are going to talk about a whole bunch of things today. Let's go to some news. Moses Itauma is going to return a little later than expected. Let me just put this banner here. Okay. Let me go share my screen so we can look at the news. Okay. Right quick. Moses Itauma moves to August 8th after Anthony Joshua clash. Okay. He will return on August 8th in London after his original July 25th date was moved due to a clash with Anthony Joshua's scheduled fight in Saudi Arabia against Christian Prega. Okay. Forcing a change, promoter Frank Warren made it clear the new date is locked in, with the event staying at the O2 Arena and Itauma set to headline. Okay. Nothing has been signed yet. It says right here, nothing signed yet, but he will be out on that night. Okay, we're working on opponents now. So, I have a few opponents that I'm thinking of, to be honest with you. Okay. In other news, Turkey Al-Ashik targets Alexander Usyk versus David Benavidez for 2027. Let me just put this on the chat, okay? So that we can start off with a bang. Okay. Put it on the chat so people know. Okay. Moses Itauma return is now on August 8th. No opponent yet. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the survey question. Put the survey question. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have for today? Huh? Interesting. Oh, by the way, the Yankees are beating the Orioles. My Yankees are beating the Orioles 3-1, 6 inning. Let's see. Which of these fights do you want to see the most? Which one of these fights do you want to see the most? Yeah. Let me go to survey here. Which of these 4 fights would you like to see the most?
There he goes.
First one is everything is Benavidez. Okay, Benavidez versus. Well, actually, no. Hang on a second. Okay, let me put Tank versus Shakur. Yep. Inoue versus Benavidez. And which of these 4 fights would you like to see the most? Which one would be Fury versus AJ, maybe? Yeah, let's put Fury and AJ. Because I don't want to repeat names. Fury versus AJ. Okay. Let me put it on the vertical format as well. Just a moment. Yeah, let's do the survey question right now.
Hands in underneath the tag. And then his hand hits into the spike. Once he's on the big board, they think he's safe.
There we go. Okay. This and there it is. Okay, so we are officially on now. Let me just go with the music a little bit. Right. So let's go right into the good stuff, shall we? Naoya Inoue is the king. He is the king. He is the number 1 pound for pound fighter on the planet. Let me just put this to bed now and forever. Okay? Let me share my screen and let's get to the good stuff. Okay? How can you not give Inoue all the lights? How can you not? Where did I put this thing?
They love the result of the challenge. So wild pitch allowing Benavidez to score. He's pumped up.
Hold on.
Run for the eggs.
Oh yeah, this is an announcement. Middleweight fight, 10 rounds this weekend for Sufa Boxing 6. Sunday, May 10th, Shane Mosley Jr. versus Sergey Boachuk, okay? Hopefully I'll be calling that one. We'll see. All right. Interesting enough fight, interesting enough fight. It is at 160 though. It says middleweight right there. So 10 round. Okay. Fun fact, yeah. Dubois and Wardley both made pro debuts on the same day. April 8th, 2017. How about that? And now fighting for the WBO heavyweight title. There it is. There it is. Top 10 wins of the King. Junto Nakatani, number 1 by a million miles. Cool Boy Fulton, number 2. Nonito Donaire, the second one, number 3. Marlon Tapales, another former champion, number 4. Omar Narvaez, a legend, number 5. Emmanuel Manny Rodriguez, number 6, another champion. Nonito Donaire, legend, the first one as well. He was in deep shit on that first one. Murodjon Agmadaliev, aka MJ. Everybody saying he was ducking him and this and that. Him and Eddie Hearn did a whole Dog and Pony Show. Remember that? Luis Neri, No Punk, and Adrian Hernandez. Okay? That's it, bro. That's it. There's no debate who's number one. There's no debate who is the number one boxer right now. There's no debate. No debate. Okay? Come on. What are we doing here? Seriously. What else we got? Yeah, there we go. How them apples taste, huh? Now, I personally have David Benavidez number one. Excuse me, number two. Okay? Personally, I have Benavidez number two. So let me just lead off with that one. Okay? Bam Rodriguez number four. That's a bit of a stretch. But, okay. It's in there. Definitely in there. Inoue, Usyk. This is from the ring, right? The ring. Inoue number one, Usyk number two, Shakur number three, Bam number four, David 5, Bevo 6, Nakatani 7, Haney 8, Collazo number 9, and Navarrete number 10. Number Turbio, huh? Not bad, not bad. I don't agree with the whole thing, but not bad. Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani became the fourth highest selling gate in boxing history with 32 million, surpassing Canelo versus Triple G at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas with 27.1 million gate in 2017. Inoue and Nakatani also had a reported 55,000 in attendance. Okay? Unbelievable. Another news, Bruce Shushu Carrington will defend his WBC title versus Rene Zurdo Palacios in Cleveland, Ohio on a top-ranked card. Let's see. The name rings a bell. The name does ring a bell. Rene Zurdo Palacios box rec. Let's see. 19-0 with 10 knockouts from Mexico, 25 years old. Oh yeah, he came from that Suleiman Segawa fight. It was a pretty nice fight. It's debatable, man, because Segawa's a tough outing, man. He's a tough cookie. But we'll see. I think Shushu should be able to deal with it. I do believe that. We shall see. Okay. So that's another news. Bruce Shushu Carrington. It doesn't seem like we have a date yet, but he will be defending his title. So, well done, Shushu Carrington. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see you against another champion, or at the very least, a Mirko Cuello or a Luis Neri. But or Nick Ball, who's no longer a champion. Something like that. But okay, fair play, bro. You're gonna defend your title. We'll see what happens after that. Okay. Okay. What else we got? Oh yeah. This is for the Dimitri Bivol and Michael Leifert undercard. Mohamed Shekov versus Yerny Betancourt in a WBA Super Bantamweight Eliminator. That's 118 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. And Vadim Tukov versus Sebastian Trapesky for the WBA Gold Middleweight title. Okay. So not for nothing, but we got Pro Box. What is Pro Box? Is it Saturday or Friday? There it is. Oh, Saturday. Okay. We got this card right here. I'm sorry, Salida. Excuse me. I thought it was Pro Box. Salida Promotions. We have Angelo Leo defending his title against Reese Alim. I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight, fellas. Reese Alim can definitely box, He just beat Mikito Nakano, who's fighting the day after tomorrow, by the way, very early in Japan. Let's see. We got my boy Overton right here versus Gongora. Okay. Yeah, let's check this out. Leo versus Aline. Or actually, I should just look for a boxing schedule. Let's check this out, shall we? Before we get to, the Wardley and all of that good stuff. See? Mikito Nakano versus Lerato de la Mini. Okay? This is Wednesday, May 6th at 3:30 a.m. I'll see if I can call that one. I'll do my best. Fight card. Okay, a few boots there. Okay. Mikito Nakano 14-1. He just lost to Rasslin. Very interesting fight. This kid can crack right here. Okay. And Lerato Laimine, I think he's from South Africa, if I'm not mistaken, 21-3. Fair play, man. Let's see. May the best man win. There it is. Atif Overton versus Carlos Gongora, like heavyweight. That's from my boy LB Burton. That's this guy right here. So I will be paying close attention to that. Hopefully I can call this one as well. We'll see about that. So they both have almost identical records. Angelo Leo 26-1 and 0 draws. Rasslin 23-1 with 0 draws. Okay. IBF World Featherweight title on the line, fellas. A few other fights here. Okay, fair enough.
July 4th, 1985, John.
6-0 versus 2-0, 11-0 versus 7-4, 15-0 versus 2023. Okay, fair play. So, what else do we have? We have, yes, there we go. Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. Okay, let's check out the fight card.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Okay. Holy shit, look at this record. 3-37. Come on, man. 3-18. There it is. One of the most highly touted heavyweight prospects, Bakodir Jalolov versus Agron Smakisi. 16-0 versus 21-3. Okay. Liam Cameron, 24-7-1 against Bradley Rhea, 21-2. David Morrell, baby, 12-1 versus Zach Chelly, 16-3. Jack Rafferty versus 26-0 with 1 draw versus Echo Esman, 22-2. Echo Esman coming off that loss against Jack Catterall, but also coming off a win against Josh Taylor in Josh Taylor's last fight. So Fabio Wardley 20-0 with 1 draw. That draw against Fraser Clark, he avenged with a first round knockout. Okay, so fair play to him. Versus Daniel Dubois 22-3. 3 losses, 2 against Usyk and 1 against Joe Joyce early in his career for the WBO World Heavyweight title. Dubois coming off of a stoppage loss against Usyk, and Fabio Wardley coming in off a stoppage win against Joseph Parker. I'm going for Dubois, fellas. I'm going to give you an official prediction right now. Hey, guys, I'm sorry I missed some of the comments here. Let me put up the link just in case somebody wants to jump in here. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Oscar Perez, El Carnal, my brother. Yeah, that resume. I know, right? That resume is tagged, bro. Here, bro. That's my brother from Mexico, Mr. Oscar Perez. Yes, sir. It is tagged. If y'all listen, if you cannot give Naoya Inoue his credit now, you're never gonna give it to him. Okay, he can starch Bam in 30 seconds. You're still gonna be like, who did Bam fight? Who did Bam fight? Shut up. Oscar says, I actually agree with Benavidez being 5, everyone else being ring on this pick. Yes. Good point, actually. Great point, actually. Yes, sir. Oscar says, which if rankings were right, Benavidez could have been ringed last Saturday. Yes, I agree. They have him number 1 and Jaya Petaya champion. I told you, bro, Inoue versus Nakatani is the biggest fight this year. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, maybe we have Mayweather Pacquiao too, but nah. Or maybe Fury and AJ, but I don't think so. It's Inoue and Nakatani, bro, without a shadow of a doubt. Oscar says, I don't like Shushu. He on that top ranked diet and high. Exactly. Cottage, how you doing, brother, man? Great to see you, sir. God bless you, man. Appreciate you being here, sir. A paper, I believe it is. Oscar, give me a second. How to watch? Oh, it's in the zone, so I don't know if that's included in that. You have the zone, right, Oscar? You told me the other day. I think you have the zone, so I don't know if that's included in that ultimate thing that they had going on, you know. But it is on the zone. Is it a pay-per-view? Let's see. You can stream the Fabio Wardley versus Benavidez fight via the zone. Let's see. Is Fabio? Let me just ask. Is Fabio Wardley a pay-per-view? Wardley versus. It is a pay-per-view event. Yes, Oscar. $60, 60, $59.99 to be exact. Oscar says, I didn't think Parker was all that. To me, it was a battle of the frauds. That's a good point, man. I can't deny that. Not anymore, at least, you know. I can't deny that. Cottage says Rick Carlisle or Doc Rivers. Rick Carlisle. It's gonna be very hard for me to pick against Rick Carlisle, bro. Doc Rivers had that 08 Celtics team. You know, he won it, obviously, but I think he underachieved with the Clippers, man. I think he really did wrong with the Clippers. But he's a great coach, okay? Don't get me wrong, but Rick Carlisle is the truth, in my opinion, man. Like, for me to go against Rick Carlisle, like, it has to be a freaking, you know, Jerry Sloan, Phil Jackson, Popovich. You know, it's got to be something like that, you know? What's the name of this guy that I absolutely love? Rudy Tomjanovich. Who's the other one? There's like 3 or 4 others. Larry Brown. Man, I can't remember some of the names. But there's a few others. I mean, Pat Riley, obviously. There's others. Yeah, there's others for sure. So we have something to show you here. 1 second. The first Argentina boxing world champion was born today. Okay, his name is Pascual Perez. Let me just show you some highlights of the man. Oh yeah, he did coach the Magic as well, but he only had T-Mac. You know, I'm not gonna hold that against him. At all. He had T-Mac and literally nobody else. And Grant Hill kept getting injured, you know, so I mean, what are you going to do? Let me show you. This is some good stuff right here, fellas. This is an unbelievable channel. Hands of God. Everybody subscribe. Okay, there it is. Hands of God. Okay. Let's see if anybody has commented. Yeah, he did win Coach of the Year. Yep. And well deserved. Well deserved. I'm not hating at all. I just prefer Rick Carlisle. I have a specific type of coach that I prefer, for the way I view basketball. But Doc Rivers is the man, bro. No hate. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, so he's one of the two coaches that brought it home for us on the 21st century. So no hate whatsoever. Happy birthday, champion. Rest in peace to the legend, Pascual Perez, ladies and gentlemen. There's some history for you guys. I'm a history geek. Cannot help myself. Okay? Former undisputed flyweight champion of the world, Pascual Perez. Well done, champion. Well done. Now let's show some goodies of basketball. Since we got my basketball source up in here by the name of Cottage, my brother. Okay, let me treat him with some basketball goodies because today, I don't know how long ago it was, the man they call Sir Charles, the man they call Round Mound of Rebound, the man they call Charles Barkley just tortured the Golden State Warriors. Look at that, 56 points, tied for fourth most ever in a postseason game. 14 rebounds and 3 steals, brother. How about that, huh? Let's watch this. Let's watch and enjoy one of the 5 greatest power forwards of all time, right here.
Barkley, first shot of the game. Barkley. Now Barkley works on Gatling. Following jumper over.
Nice.
Gatling. This is incredible.
Nice.
21 first quarter points for Barkley.
Here goes Charles once again. Another 3.
Oh! Anybody else wonder why I think he's 10 times better than Karl Malone? Just asking.
27 points for Charles Barkley. I think Charles came to play tonight. Barkley gets around Houston.
Oh, nice.
Through the foul. Barkley with 49 points. Posted up on the Rookie of the Year, Chris Webber. Doesn't matter.
That's a tough ass shot, man. Rookie of the Year, Chris Webber. C. Webb. How about that, huh?
Posted up on the Rookie of the Year, Chris Webber. Doesn't matter. 52 points for Barkley.
Are you kidding me? Well, Charles only taking 8 shots in the second half. Remember, he had 22 at half.
Along the baseline, Barkley 2 more. He's got 56 points. Charles Barkley, 56 points. 23 of 31 from the field. Has become the 14th player now.
Look at this guy. Oh, man. So there's a goodie for you, Mr. Cottage. Absolutely. Okay, what else do we have?
Yankees baseball
Oh.
is worth report by Tunnel to Towers.
Did I show this thing? Did I show this? You gotta see how he gets away from the counters too. That's what you gotta see. See that? Come on, man. Bro, look at that exchange right here. Tell me that ain't some high level shit. Tell me to my face this is not a high level shit right here. Right here. Right here. Here it comes. What are we talking about here, fellas? This shouldn't even be a debate. Who's number one? It's not a debate possible. It's Naoya Inoue, fellas. Champ Ross, how you doing, brother man? God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. I just showed Charles Barkley dropping how many? 54 on Golden State. They call him Sir Charles. They call him the round mound of rebound. They call him Charles Barkley. One of the GOATs. This right here, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, is the best fighter on the planet. Okay? Thank you very much. And if Oscar is here. Shit, have you been waiting for long, bro? Sorry about that, bro. I just pulled you up. Are you there? Shit, man, I'm sorry. I just showed you. What? Hold on. Let me check this out. Oh, Champ Ross, seriously? I got one too, man. There it is. Katsagi poster. Hold on. I'm not sharing my screen, am I? Okay. Say that again, Ross. Oscar, are you there, my brother? I'm sorry, bro. I feel like kept you waiting. I apologize, brother.
Nah, it's all good. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, hermano mío. I hope you're doing the same. How's the tornado shit? Is it done or?
Yeah, it's done.
Awesome.
Well done. Man. Benavidez number 5, pound for pound.
Number 1? He's my number 2? Oh, okay, number 5. Okay. I don't know about that number 4 being Bam Rodriguez just yet, Just yet.
I think it should be Devin Haney if you ask me.
Right.
Or Devin Haney should be over Shakur because Devin Haney been on this field.
Yes. And he's fought, in my opinion, much better names than Shakur has. In my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. Brian Norman, for starters. Brian Norman is equally as good as Tio.
Yes, I agree.
And I think it should be number 1, Inoue. I think there's no debate on that. The only people that are hating on Inoue right now, honestly, they're not even hating. It's just not agreeing. It's the people that don't really follow the smaller weights like that. Because if you follow the smaller weights like that, then you will know this fight's been marinating since 2017. that it's been pushed back a long time. That's why everybody called, me especially, I called Inoue a duck. And then he showed greatness. On that rematch, though, if they were to fight again, I got Junto all day. It was just greatness versus greatness. It's like you can't replicate that, and you can't. You know what I mean? It's like Dias against Boots. It's like Benavidez against Serta. It's one of those. And I think it was a great card. I think it was a great fight too. Now people thought it was gonna be all action, no defense, but it showed quite a bit of skill. His athleticism, Junto's adaptability. I had a 7-5, but that's just me, and I think it was a great fight.
You had it 7-5. I mean, one judge agreed with you. I mean, two of them had it 8-4, and one had it 7-5. So,
I don't disagree, just because there was a bunch of close rounds that you wouldn't know who to give it to.
Exactly. And I mean, overall, I would say for what I've seen, again, I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but I've seen, I guess that you can say I've seen almost the whole thing. I would say Naoya Inoue definitely won the fight. Whether you think it's 7-5 or 8-4, I don't think you can have it with a wider margin than that. I don't believe. I guess the question is, because a lot of people are like, I don't think it deserves a rematch, but I wouldn't mind seeing it, either way. I think most people stand on it. Exactly.
I wouldn't mind it, but I also don't disagree if there's none. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. They don't understand the significance of this. Like, he cleared house as the smaller weights. He's done with the smaller weights. Now he can stay there and reign supreme. I don't mind that. I don't necessarily think he's got to go up. Who's he gonna fight? Shushu? Shushu is not a name. Shushu don't got nothing to bring him. Like, he's not even as a star. Like, I'm talking about the star. His resume is lackluster at best. His resume is comparable to Nick Ball.
Yes. Yeah. His best name is Sagawa, and that's controversial.
His highest name is Sagawa. And Sagawa was controversial. I had Sagawa beating him. But, I mean, he can stay. It's because, the jump and on the weight, not the weight, on the height, the body measurement changes at 126. It changes.
Yes. I mean, Shushu is going to defend his title against, what's his name? I just saw this news on him. I just, give me a second. I just posted it on the freaking, on the board. Shushu Carrington. There it is. He will defend WBC title versus René Zurdo Palacios. And you know what's funny? René Zurdo Palacios just beat Segawa by split decision, bro. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Both controversial, man, against Segawa. But, man. So who you got, Wardley or Dubois? Give me the sauce.
I got Dubois.
Stoppage?
I think you have to call it a stoppage. These two guys, they throw heat.
Yes.
One, it's because, let me put it to you like this. One is fast and hits like a mule. The other one's slow and hits like a train.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the reason I go to Dubois is because he fought the better name, the better opposition, the harder hitting opposition, the more skill opposition. That's the only reason why. But if they were both evenly, it's a 50-50. I think Wardley, for what he brings, I think if he catches Dubois off guard, he can put him out early. The thing is that he's going against a guy that has this low sense in boxing, yet he can still land at will, and that takes skill. He hurt Usyk to the body. I know the second one, it was a clean house, but it's Usyk. Do you expect Wardley to beat Usyk? No. It's Usyk. But then you look at that AJ stoppage. He was hurt and he put out AJ like that. And then if you go down the list, it just goes on. I think Dubois is the heavy favorite. Like I said, just the experience leads me to believe that. Now, whenever you see that he's got the slowest hands and he can still punch at will, that's another thing.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, because I agree with everything you said. We need to take into account that Dubois coming off of a stoppage loss. Yes, it is Usyk, but it is a stoppage loss, and Wardley's coming off of a stoppage win against Parker. Now, obviously, I am not very high on Wardley. I respect him. How can you not respect Wardley? I mean, he's been on a run, bro, a movie like that. But I just feel like, because let's be honest here, Joseph Parker and Justice Hooney are his two last opponents. And none of them really can crack like that. You know what I'm saying? Like none of them really, they're heavyweights, so yeah, but they're not really known for that, as opposed to, you know, a Wilder or damn near everybody up there, you know. So now he's getting somebody that's known for that. Okay, Dubois, I mean, that knockout against AJ, that to me is worth for like 5 wins, to be honest.
AJ, Baby Miller.
Yes, Hrgovic. I mean, I think Dubois got this, bro, to be honest with you, because I believe Dubois has a lot more layers to his game than Wardley has.
Yes. That's what Wardley needs. Like, Wardley needs some higher caliber opponents. I'm not too high on Parker. I think Parker just got overrated. Kind of like Benavidez with Canelo, kind of like Boots with Bud. He's kind of got a little overrated just because he wouldn't fight him. But it doesn't necessarily mean he is that much better. Now, Benavidez just showed us he's great. Boots showing us he's great. Parker never showed us anything. Like I said, his best claim to fame was Usyk not fighting him.
Yeah, because, I mean, the Wilder win, I mean, you know, that's Wilder with Malik Scott, so that doesn't really count, you know. And Zhilei Zhang, I mean, let's be honest here. You know, everybody knows that he's gonna get tired. I mean, it's an elephant heavy, yes. So Zhilei Zhang is gonna get tired in the fight, you know, type thing. So he is dangerous. He dropped Kabayel. He did it, right? But the blueprint on him is too clear for my liking, you know. So I just needed another one, and Fabio Wardley was that other one, and you failed that test, buddy. Nothing left to say. I mean,
I think if you play somebody that wasn't compromised or didn't have questions around him, he lost.
Definitely. I think you're.
And Parker was on cocaine when he lost.
Yeah.
So now it's like where you rank? Like, I don't know where to rank Parker.
He gotta show me something. Obviously, I mean, I don't know who can he come back against. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Big Baby Miller. Maybe what's his name? Guido Vianello. Maybe you know, there's a few guys. There's a few. Whoever loses Torres and Sanchez, you know, the loser of that fight, he can get that one.
Or even Itauma. I think Itauma needs to step up. Parker's a good step up to see if he's in the. If he's like that. I know he's young, but the man is number one. That's the only reason I don't give him an excuse.
Yes. Yeah, but Itauma's gonna fight. There's no opponent yet, but he's gonna return a little later. He's gonna return on August now, as opposed to July. So but there's no opponent yet.
Stepping up, man.
But how much is too much, because Parker, I mean, we can say whatever we want about him, but he's been in there with some big names, Is that too much, or do you prefer maybe he gets, let me think. Okay, how about this? How about the winner of Torres and Sanchez? I mean, that makes total sense to me.
I wouldn't put him in there with Torres.
Not yet?
Or Sanchez, no. I think they both. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're trying to make sure it's make or break, I love that fight. But the reality is that Torres easily beats him today.
Interesting. So what about Hrgović?
I think Hrgović is good.
Yeah, that will be probably my first choice for his next fight. My number one option. If that cannot happen, then maybe somebody else. Maybe
Guido Vianello.
Also a good choice. Yeah. And after that, then maybe we get Torres. Or Parker.
I don't know. I think Itauma, he's still a kid. He's still got to grow into something. But he needs he needs rounds. That's all he needs. But you need quality rounds. You don't need rounds against people that you can lay down.
True. I would give it a year before we even consider fighting one of the big boys. I would fight, if I had my way, I would fight Hrgović or Vianello. After that, I would fight maybe the winner of, I would say after Hrgović, if he can get past Hrgović, I would say he's about ready for Torres, in my opinion, okay? If you want to give it one more, then we can fight somebody else in the meantime, and maybe, I don't know, Fraser Park or somebody like that.
Baby Anderson.
Or TKV, or Baby Anderson as well. TKV it's not a bad choice either. Okay. Yeah, I would give it a year before we even think about those dudes, to be honest.
I just don't get the rankings he's had. Either he's overrated or he ain't. But you can't have him up there. Like that. But then you have Frank Warren saying, "Oh, I don't want Stufa because it's just monopolizing everything." And then you have Frank Warren. Half the Stone pay-per-views, they're Queensberry promotions, and the cards are mediocre at best. There's a good card. The Wardley and the was a good card, but other than that, Chisora Wilder trash. And the one before that, it was trash. Queensberry had some very mediocre cards, and they're pay-per-view.
Definitely. Because they're a top-heavy promotion, right? They have all these heavyweights, but not really much else.
Heavyweight. No, they have the whole heavyweight. You can make a card of all heavyweights, and they'd be a good card.
Yeah.
You got Kabayel, you got Van, you got Hrgović, you got Baby Anderson.
Yeah. Fury, Dubois, Wardley, Itauma, you said Kabayel, Parker, yep. And I'm missing a couple.
You got everybody but AJ. And you tell me Chisora. Oh, you got Chisora. And you tell me Chisora and Wilder is the best thing you can put up? Stop. You tell me you can't find a fight for Itauma? I don't believe it.
Nah, they better get their act straight.
What about
and listen,
what about that Benavidez and Cerdo though?
I mean,
I want to see him again.
Benavidez, I want to see Beterbiev and Bivol first. Okay, I'm gonna be the asshole and I'm gonna say it. I want to see Bivol and Beterbiev 3 first, and then we can talk, about Benavidez. And Benavidez, in the meantime, he can fight. There's another dude with a belt. Okay, Fobetaya is not in the picture because he's an idiot. and sign for Sufa, then you can go this guy, Mikhailian. Get you another belt. Make yourself an even bigger name, bro.
Yeah, I think so. And going back to pound for pound, sadly, I don't think there's any clear way for Benavidez to be number one, unless he can get undisputed at 175 and cruiserweight, which I think he can do.
Without a doubt. Everybody's telling me that people saying Bevo ducking Benavidez, bro. I'm not buying that shit, bro. I think
It's because they say because of Michael Efer, bro. Michael Efer was a mandatory since better be it.
Right.
Yet the rematch wasn't gonna be for the undisputed because Michael Efer was in line, but Michael Efer got called since the first fight. So it was first fight, rematch. Now he's barely getting his shot to the title. Was it like 2 years?
Yeah. Like, he deserves a lot more respect than that, man. Like how are you gonna tell me that a guy that and I had it on this noon on a panel over at B3 Pix TV. I was talking with this guy and who was like, he a dog, and I'm like, this is the problem with USA boxing fans, bro. This is the problem. Not all of them, but god damn, bro. How do you expect boxing anybody to become great if you? This guy, bro, he whooped Canelo's ass. He got in the ring with Beterbiev 2 times. Nobody else did that, right? And there's a reason for that. And he also beat Zurdo's ass. And you're telling me that he's scared of, like, how do you get in the ring with Beterbiev but you're scared of Benavidez? Like, make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. Like, he's coming off a back surgery, bro. You got to see where you're at first.
Yeah, I don't think he's a dog. But that's GSA, like, you also got to pay attention to the fact that we don't have any representatives in the 168 and above. There's no USA presence. 0.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me, like, let's say Baby Anderson, Richard Torres Jr., and people tell me those are the worst guys in the division.
Not Torres.
They're not up. No, I think I've heard Torres too. But it's like they don't. I mean, we like but don't like boxing. We just want to see the biggest fight.
Exactly. And that's my problem because you're calling Bevo a dog, but then you're giving Shakur Stevenson this superstar treatment. Now, bro, keep the same energy. I mean, I'm sorry. The dude is awesome. Okay, I'll be the first one to say it. He's probably the hardest boxer to hit today. Okay, or at least in the conversation. But he also won't fight Keyshawn Davis. He won't fight Devin Haney. He's calling out Conor Benn, for God's sakes, bro. This guy just fought Junto Nakatani. Stone cold killer, undefeated. Been taking people's heads off. Knockout of the year, etc. And this guy's fighting Conor. Man, get the F out of here, bro. Seriously.
I mean, you also got idiots saying that they want Bam next for Inoue. Bam is at 115 still. His next fight is at 118. And you want him to jump up again to 122. Like, it's just, that's the only names they know. They didn't know Junto Nakatani was big like that.
Exactly. Like, I've had to tell them, like, are we forgetting this guy had the knockout of the year? One of the scariest knockouts you've ever seen? Like, come on, man. Like, just because you don't know, you already know. You already know the. And listen, I was one of those. I didn't pay that much attention. To be frank, bro, I didn't pay that much attention to the lower weights or female boxing until I found Doctor and you and Ty and all the rest of the group. You know, to be just dead ass with you. I've said it to you guys, but just to emphasize it. You know, so just tip my hat off to you guys, honestly. And it's been worth it, bro, because they put it on, bro. I'm telling you.
Like Japan cards, I can wake up early and like they can announce a card tomorrow, and I'll be up there and watching it just because I know it's gonna be worth it. There's always action packed.
Always. Even the Mikito Nakano versus Rasslin fight was super entertaining, bro.
Yeah. But going back to Benavidez, bro, like the guy, like I didn't expect him to look like that. He put on 25 pounds, and 20 pounds. They still look. He looked at his very best. He looked better than at 175, which is impressive.
Exactly. That is super impressive.
Like Jai got nothing for him. Like what he showed, bro. I thought it was a bad matchup. Now I want to see the matchup. But like you said, Jai shot himself in the foot. He went to Zuba. He dropped the IBF. He keeps talking about undisputed, but the only thing he has is the ring belt. It's not looking good for him.
Not looking good at all.
It went from him being number one, the best in the division, to okay, now you're going to Sufa. You fought Glanton. You put it's a normal performance for him, but that's the first time a lot of people see him. A lot of people that defended him, that was the first time they seen him, and they weren't impressed. I wasn't impressed because I know how Jabatai is, and I wasn't impressed either. And then you calling out Benavidez, but you lost the IBF. You keep talking about undisputed. You have no belts but the ring belt. And I don't bring nothing to the table. But I get it. Like he's the ring belt. He can essentially do whatever he wants. But at the same time, it's like this guy is unified. So not only do you let Serta come into your division and unify, you let Benavidez beat the guy that you say you're gonna beat in the most brutal way we've seen Serta go down.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the one thing that separates it to me, obviously Benavidez was a better performance, but Junto's fighting a guy, Naoya Inoue is fighting a guy in his prime, okay? Now, I want to be clear. I'm not taking anything away from Benavidez, okay? Not a thing. But the reality of the situation is that Zurdo's 34 years old. Now, Zurdo at 28, he does the same thing to him. I'm sure of that. But the reality is Inoue fought a dude in his prime. I know he's moving up, so what's Benavidez? I don't want to hear it. Junto Nakatani was in his prime. Zurdo Ramirez was not in his prime. So to me, you cannot, no way in hell. Actually, because people maybe forgot. I didn't. But let me just show this real quick, because this is right up there with the nastiest knockouts you've ever seen in your life. I have to show this. Just 1 second, okay? Did we forget about this, fellas? Like, when did we forget about that? That's the dude that Naoya Inoue just fought. That's the dude right there. Okay? So when people tell me, oh, he didn't look impressive, well, hello. When you fight top-level opposition, it's not going to be all one-way traffic.
Nah, that's the thing. Like, it's like Triple G and Canelo. They expected one winner. They expected Bivol and Canelo. They're a perfect example. These are two good guys, dude. Like, you cannot... Like, they can look great, yes. They can be back and forth, yes. But, like, it's going to be competitive. It's not going to be one clear winner.
Exactly. I mean,
unless
when you...
Benavidez. Because that shit was... Like I said, I can't take anything away from Benavidez.
No way. Me neither. He's my
like,
number two.
That's the thing I was telling you about Jabatai and Benavidez. Like, you remember when you told me, like, why you criticize him so much? Because this is what I want to see. Like, this is the one true time Benavidez matched his hype. This is the one true time he fought an elite guy in his prime that just unified and he just fought a mandatory. That's the only fight in between he fought, a mandatory. And you put him out like that. That's just impressive. I can't take anything away. And that's what I keep waiting to see Jai do. He hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown us anything remotely close to that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. for sure. Because even a past his prime Maris Brides, he wasn't able to put away like if he would have done Maris Brides the way he did David Nika or El Zorro or Hussein Sin Cara, I would be like, okay. Even though he's past his prime, he's not the same dude that fought Usyk and gave Usyk hell, right? At cruiserweight, no, that's not the same dude. But at least you would annihilate him, At least you would have gotten the job done. But the eye test, bro. Let's be honest here. The reason why we want to see Jao Petaya and David Benavidez is because we know Jao Petaya is the best cruiserweight in the world, bro. By just seeing him on the ring, Now, Zurdo's a great win, but we all know Petaya is the dude at cruiserweight. We all know this. Just see him fight. You see, damn, this is the guy. Forget the resume. Not forget it. I'm sorry, because that does matter. But
I'm not going. I think he's got the skill to be, but like I said, he hasn't fought anybody remotely close to being on his prime like that. Marcus Brides past his prime is still his best win. That's the only reason he holds a ring belt.
It is.
That's the only reason he holds a ring belt. It's like the guy hasn't fought anybody notable. Like, does he have skill? Yes. Does he got footwork? Yes. Does he got power? Decent power. But the guy hasn't fought anybody in 2 years. He hasn't fought anybody. Worth notice. Jack Massey. He came down. Like, he lost to Parker and came down.
Yeah.
That's his most relevant. That's his other win. I mean, does he got skill? Yeah. But even Navarrete looked good until he stepped up to Barrington.
True.
And then he went back down and he's cooking. Like, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, you got to put him in. Like, Jai hasn't fought anybody. He hasn't fought a champion. Like, so you tell me this guy, you're trying to tell me this guy is the man. He's the best cruiserweight in the planet. And he hasn't even beaten the champion.
The eye test says it, man.
You say the eye test, but what eye test? Against who?
I understand. And listen, I say the same thing with Albert Bell as far as 135. I know he hasn't, quote unquote, well, he's about to fight Andy Cruz, but I know he hasn't, quote unquote, fought nobody. But the eye test tell me he's the best dude. Now, whether he turns out or not, that remains to be seen. Okay, but when I say the eye test, I mean I've seen that boy do things in the ring that, to me, separates him from the rest. Now, when you take it to resumes, I'm cooked, bro. I'm screwed.
I'm not talking about resume. Like, we seen these things, but like against Glanton was there to be hit. The guy was boxing him, hitting him with everything he could. The guy didn't go down. Where's his power at? Because Glanton was a step up. No, he wasn't even a step up, but you had problems with him. Putting him out at least, because he won the 12 rounds. You know what I mean? David Naika, a guy that came out of nowhere, he hurt David. He hurt Jai Petaya. In that spot, he was out boxing him. Jai Petaya came back and beat him. So you're struggling against guys that you should have no problems. What's his name? Sin Cara. The only reason they didn't televise that fight, I don't know what it is, but that fight wasn't televised. I found it illegally, and I watched the fight. Sin Cara was giving Jai Petaya problems, and that was his highest ranked opposition to date. And you talk about Brides being past his prime. What about Sin Cara? Sin Cara was damn 40.
He was the mandatory though, 40 or not?
No, he was the mandatory. Yeah, but he's been the mandatory. He wasn't the mandatory then. He's been the mandatory even before Jack Massey. And he didn't fight him until they told him, hey, we're gonna strip you. Which it don't make sense because you went to Super and they're gonna strip you anyway. So like that's what I'm saying. Like, is the guy good? Yes, he's good. The best? I don't think so.
Interesting. I mean, bro, when you murk
David
people,
Benavidez, what are you talking? Who is he murking?
Listen, David Nika ain't no chopped liver, bro. He may not be an all-time great fighter or a future Hall of Famer, or but David Nika, he was bigger than Jao Petaya too. That boy's huge. I can't believe that dude is in cruiserweight and not a heavyweight. Okay, but but how about this? Because if that's the case, then Triple G ain't that good either. You see what I'm saying? Like like you got a guy
prime David Lemieux. You beat a prime champion David Lemieux. Has Jaya Petaya ever beaten a champion? That's my question.
I don't think so. But no, I don't believe so. But
even a former champion has he beaten? That's what I'm saying. Like, because that's all I'm saying. Because Benavidez at least beats former champs. I hear, like, I see what Jaya Petaya does. Does he got skills? Yes. I'm not saying he's bad. But honestly, he don't show me nothing. Like, yes, you're beating these dudes. Yes, you're putting them out. Okay, it's like Shushu. Yes, you're beating these guys. Yes, you're putting them out. You look spectacular, but you're fighting nobodies.
That's actually a good analogy. That's actually a pretty good analogy, to be honest with you.
He's not look impressive before Sagawa. Bro, I had him as the best prospect. And then Sagawa came, and then he just went to a downhill. What happened? But Jaya Petaya hasn't faced Sagawa. That's a problem. Like, honestly, once Jaya Petaya fights somebody with a heartbeat, same thing with Carter. Once Jaya Petaya fights somebody with a heartbeat and has problems, people are going to be like, oh, yeah, he's not that good. But Glenn didn't do it for me. Glenn was a setback, so I already thought less of Jaya Petaya. Glenn just put it way back.
Lanton, yeah, I can't defend that any more than I can defend Claudius Cuello, to be honest with you. His best bet is the winner of CBS and Ryan Rosicki, bro. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man.
No, it's Benavidez, but they're not gonna make that fight. His best bet is Benavidez. You want to show us you're the guy? Beat the guy that beat the one guy that you were looking for. Because Jaya Petaya called him out like, Serdo, where you at?
Yeah, no joke.
And no, he needs to fight Benavidez for me. Jaya Petaya needs to fight Benavidez. Not Benavidez. Benavidez can do whatever he wants. But Jaya Petaya needs Benavidez, man. You want to show us you're the best? Beat the best. Because this guy beat the guy that unified the belt. He didn't even face a champion. That's all I'm saying. Like, is he looking good? Yes. They're not chopped liver, but he's just doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because if you say he's the best, then you cannot be impressed by David Nika. Why? Because he's supposed to be doing that to him anyway. Fight a champion. Like, once he fights a champion, I'll be satisfied. But he's a man that's not even fighting champions. He's fighting number 14 and one, number 14, number 15, and one number 1, which is in Cara.
No, that's true. No, listen. I mean, Jaya Petaya is in a serious danger of ending up in the basket with the title of wasted talent. To be honest with you.
And to be honest, like, do you see how much problems he had with Glanton? And like, not problems as in winning the fight, just putting him out. Do you even think he's gonna do much more with heavyweights where you got Kabayel? I think Richard Torres Jr. beat Jaya Petaya right now.
I'm sorry, who?
Like, Torres Jr.
Yeah. Well, I disagree, but Torres, I love Torres. I give Torres a chance against anybody.
At heavyweight, dude. If it was cruiserweight, it's a debate. At heavyweight,
at heavyweight, you might be right, but I'm not so sure.
But then you got Kabayel, you got the Baby Andersons, you got the Bacolis, you got the F.A. Jogbas. You think he's going to do much more than that, than what he's doing right now?
I just, oh, man. Why in God's name did he have to sign with Sufa Boxing? Oh,
Just because after that, like, you can't defend him. Like, you can agree with him, or you can say, like, oh, he wasn't getting the fights anyway. When you're a matchroom, because Eddie's talking for you. Now, Eddie's talking bad about you. And it's like, oh, all right, so this is how it was. And you know what I mean? It's like, you can't make it up. Like, to me, Jai Alpha hasn't shown me anything. I'm just going to say like that. But that is just how I feel about Jai. But right now, he's got no excuse. Like, you can't put they're ducking me. Well, they're ducking you, but you went to Sufa. So what are you talking about?
yeah, it's like you made them duck you.
Yeah.
Oh man, it sucks, bro. Because when you see a dude from my point of view, when you see a dude that clearly, my point of view, okay, that clearly has it, but then just makes a boneheaded decision, taking himself out of the picture, essentially. Man, that sucks. Because boxing is not like other sports, man. You gotta strike where the iron is hot. The iron is not gonna be hot forever, man. So, god damn. Shit.
And it's like, bro, last 5 opponents has been in the hospital. Okay, cool. Whatever. I mean, who are these opponents? Playo? Okay. First time fighting at Italy. Okay. 40 euro Sin Cara. Okay, cool. Mandatory. That's who we're like, the best cruiserweights putting out number 15s, 40-year-olds, number 14s. That's what we expect from a prospect, honestly. We'll be applauding this from a prospect. But now, to be fair, it is cruiserweight. And the strawweights of the heavyweights, like, we don't care about that division. Historically, we haven't cared about that division. The only reason it's relevant is because of Usyk right now. And Holyfield back then. I don't know. Just to close out Jai, I just don't see what people are buying, Now, he can't shut me up, But, like, it's because I don't need him to step up that much. I just want him to fight a champion. That's all I want. Fight somebody that matches your height. That's all I want. That's what I told you. Like, that's what I wanted from Benavidez. He fought Cerdo, put him out. What can I say? I can't say nothing bad about Benavidez. He showed it. I want somebody like that for Jai. Just match up. Just fight somebody that'll match your height.
Do you think that Zurdo and particularly Oscar avoided Jai Petaya?
I think it was more Eddie Hearn and Oscar avoiding.
Okay.
Avoiding the fight. Both of them avoiding the fight. Eddie don't want to put up the money. We all know that.
Yes.
But Eddie wants a bigger piece of the pie too. Like, that's historically, because it happened to Boots too. Remember, Mario Barr's like, the offer was too low. Brian Norman, the offer is way too low, and he wanted to fight him anyways. And who else? Stanionis. Stanionis finally accepted the fight, but Eddie Hearn came out crying about how much money he had to pay for that card. So I think it was a mix of both. I think it was a mix of Oscar wanted to be on his terms, and Eddie wanted him the bigger piece of pie. You know what I mean? I think it was. I don't even think it had to do with Cerdo and Jai. I think it had to do with the promoters there.
Okay.
Because like we said, it was a true conversation to be had. And right now with Benavidez, it's a conversation to be had too. Who do you respect the more? The guy that beat the unified champion, now he's a unified champion, or the guy who's got the ring belt? What looks better on paper?
Interesting.
Who has more viewers? Like, money wise, Benavidez is way more relevant than Jai Petaya. But Jai Petaya bring number 2. Like, we can't ignore that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like it's a conversation that we have about that, and like the negotiations. Like I said, it has to deal with it. And to me, Serdo didn't duck Jai. Jai didn't duck Serdo. I think it was more like Oscar and Eddie just not making deals because, like we said, Boots and Virgil was on the table. That didn't happen.
Exactly. And the common denominators are the same two dudes.
Bud when he was in Matchroom, and Virgil when he was with Golden Boy, that didn't happen either. And that got announced.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
A bunch of Matchrooms against Golden Boys, that didn't happen. The common denominator back then was the promoters.
Yeah.
But nah, I just want Jai to match the hype. That's all I want.
I'm with you, man. It sucks for me because I'm a Jai fan, you know. But
I'm a Jai fan too. Like people think I'm not, but at the same time, it's like Virgil. I'm a Virgil fan, and I've told you this. But like, I'm not gonna defend Virgil for losing to Bloodchuk and losing to Madrimov, getting the wins because outside circumstances.
Yeah, reality is reality. You cannot hide reality. You know, as much as I hate to admit it, that is the truth, man. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you sign with Sufa. You know?
Yeah. And like I said, it's like whenever I like my fighters, I don't know if I just I'll defend them to a certain point, but then at the same time, I gotta give you fair criticism. And Jai, as much as I like him, he's faced nobody.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't faced a champ. That's my thing. Like you haven't faced a champion after 2 years that you became the. That's why I think the ring bell should be able to strip you too. You're not fighting number twos in a year and a half. I think that's reasonable. Make a fight happen in a year and a half. I think they should be able to strip you. And right now, like Jai is on that list.
He is on my shit list too, bro, and it freaking sucks because I even had it on my avatar. But I just thought for some reason, okay, maybe that's just me being a sucker, okay? But I just thought for some reason that he wouldn't sign with Sufa unless, you know, Baldy or Turkey or, you know, one of them told him, you're going to get this fight, you know? For whatever reason, I just thought that because I'm like, you can't be that stupid, bro. You can't. Like, there's no way you're going to sign that dotted line while telling the world that nobody wants to see you. And then you're going to sign that dotted line without somebody telling you, listen, I'm going to get you this fight, come hell or high water. You know, but that seems to be the case because Benavidez said it himself. You can't make it any more clearer than Benavidez when he said, I'm not fighting for no Sufa belt. Why? What for? I got 2 belts over here. You know, like, what for? Why bother? You know, and I'm with him.
Yeah, I'm with him too. Like, it's just the Sufa thing. It's not going good right now. Now, I think they can fight at the ring event for the ring belt.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be interesting for Jai. I think it's gonna be interesting for Jai.
It is because something tells me, bro, Dana, you know, I think people are reading too much into him saying he's not going to work with anybody. I don't know why he said that, you know, Dana being Dana or whatever, but he already has worked with other promoters. So obviously he's got the money man right next to him. So they can make the fight if they want to make the fight. Okay. They already, you know, by they, I mean Turkey. He already gave me Bivol and Beterbiev twice. That wouldn't have happened without him. That's obvious. And it's for damn sure Canelo and Crawford wouldn't have happened without him either. So I guess I'm just hanging on to that, you know, for dear life. That's what I'm doing, you know. But if it doesn't happen, imagine Noel Mikhailian being able to fight David Benavidez and not Jai Petai. Just imagine that, bro. Give it a 2-second thought.
Because it goes back to what I said. Then it goes back to like the problem was never the other fighters. The problem was Jaya Patel or his promoter. Because that's the reason that he left. It was because Matchroom didn't pay him good. They pay him $500,000, I think, per fight.
Yeah.
So it's like I agree. Like if you left for money, I agree. Like I'm not one of them guys that are like, oh, don't leave for money. Take all the money you can, but don't say you're the best. That's my problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either one or the other. You know, you can't have both. You know, don't work that way. Shit, man, I hate it with this when this shit happens, bro. Like, god damn, bro. We may not ever get one of the most anticipated fights.
Yeah. The fight to made was Cerdo and Jai. I think that was the fight to make.
Yes.
I think Benavidez is still a good. Like it's good because it's Benavidez against Jai, but it don't bring as much anticipation as we think because Benavidez can go up and down in weight.
That's the thing. Like, man, do you think that he can go all the way back down and fight the Russians?
I don't think so, but I didn't think he was going to put Cerdo out like that. So the hell with I
Right, exactly. Me neither.
I thought he was gonna look worse, and he looked better. So what do I think?
I had Benavidez winning a majority decision. So that tells you what I thought about the fight. What the fight was gonna be, but shit. We'll see, man. We'll see. It sucks. And what do you think about Angelo Leo and Rasslin, man?
Yeah, Angelo Leo is another one on my bad list. I think Bernardo Lopez was a good fight, and Bernardo was picking him the whole fight, but then Angelo Leo came back and put him out. But after that, he didn't do nothing with that hype. It's kind of like the John Cena retirement with Gunther. They didn't do nothing with that hype. Not a zero. They haven't fought anybody serious. They're just fighting mandatories when they call up the mandatories to keep the belt. I think he's right up there with Tszyu to be the worst champion. But I could still give him more credit because he's fought tougher opposition. He at least is fighting number one ranked. He at least is fighting, he beat Bernardo Lopez, former champ. Active champ whenever he beat him. So it's like, but Angelo Leo is another one like him and Pro Box. They're just trying to keep the belt as much as they can, but to be honest, they're just waiting to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Espinosa
right there.
Would try to make a fight with them. Robesi try to make a fight with them. Nick Ball trying to make a fight with them. It's like they don't want to take the fight.
He said the other way around. He said that they tried to make the fight with us. I don't know, man. They're all over the place over there. And he fought this kid from Japan, right? One of the Kameda brothers.
Nope.
Angelo Leo. Didn't he fight? Wasn't that his last fight against one of the Kameda guys? Oh, okay. I think he dropped off, but it's all good. Let's see. Lupinella. Speaking of Lupinella, I got to show. Chambro says, we're going to see the resurgence of Don King. Noel versus David can't go down without Don King approval. All that's done in the limelight one last time in this classic Chin Jack. And that whack ass hair. Let me it kicked you out. Why? What the heck? No, thank you for stopping by, bro, and you can come back anytime. What do you mean it kicked you out? What the heck? StreamYard, what are we doing, StreamYard? How do you kick my boy out like that? What the heck? This is Don King is That's my boy, Oscar Perez, el carnal. Oh man. Ross says, I want to see Don there one last time. It's only fitting for boxing. Let me show you some Lupinella. Since we're on that subject, right? Because, my God, I've never seen nobody get on the umps like Lupinella, bro. The GOAT. I present to you the GOAT. Now, all credit, hold on. Shit. Let me put the banner here to cover my backside. I'm not monetized. This educational purposes only because this is not a short. Where's the one that he's kicking dirt to the referee? This is the one. Oh, shit. This is the one. This is the one. Hold on.
It's away. Pagan toward third. The throw. Got him.
That was safe, bro. Come on, man. Whoa. I'm not a Cubs fan at all, but I'm a Yankee guy and a Braves fan. I like the Rangers and the Diamondbacks as well.
Pagan toward third. The throw.
That was safe, homie. Here comes Lou to eat his ass up.
The dirt, but on the bounce, Escobar able to get it. He applies the tag. Pagan and Mike Quaddy arguing.
Wait for it.
This
Could
be the one.
Oh my!
The first ejection as a Cubs manager for Lou Piniella, and he is really
He's kicking dirt to him.
Just kicked dirt on him.
Look at it. Look at the referee's shoes. Look at Man, how do you not love this guy?
Just kicked dirt on him.
Get him to chase.
Right back off the
Take your time.
glove of Vasquez. He'll fire and he's
Out!
got
What the bro? How is that out? How's that out? Bro, some of these umps, man. What the heck? What are we doing here?
glove of Vasquez. He'll fire.
No way that's out, bro. No way. Oh, boy. Here comes Lou. Here comes Lou.
Oh, boy. And here comes, Lou Piniella. Wow. And Lou is hot.
Get out of here. Go ahead, Lou. Get his ass. Oh, man. Who doesn't love Lou Piniella? Come on. Jarrell Hattie, my brother. How you doing, sir? God bless you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you, sir. There's the link. Anybody want to join up? Bro, he was crazy AF, Ross. Say that again. Exactly. Thank you, Ross. That's what made baseball great, bro. That stuff right there. Yes. I thought the Mariners, Lou, was even crazier, but that's just me. God bless you, Gerald. Appreciate you I appreciate you being here, brother. All that's Lou. I'm a Harry Carey Steve Stone guy. Gerald Hattie, how you doing, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good, brother. What's up?
No, I'm just chilling. Sometimes I was coming past here, but I just to give a bit, videos or like, but I wanted to try to catch you on here sometimes. I like the talk that you be talking about boxing and stuff. I like the video you was playing too. That's a great part of the culture when it comes to baseball.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You a baseball guy? Who's your team?
I'm not really a baseball guy, but my team is the Orioles. My
Okay.
uncle used to take me to the Orioles games when I was younger. So
Cal Ripken Jr., man. Awesome. Um, that's
I used
awesome,
to
man.
like King Griffey when I was younger,
Greatest center
just as
fielder ever.
an individual. I tried to play baseball, but I wasn't really that good at like at bat, so that discouraged me. Like I'm good at catching and stuff, but I ain't know how to really swing the baseball bat like that.
Me neither, bro. I sucked. I literally sucked at football, catching the ball. I couldn't catch a ball to save my life, bro. They put me at line. They put me on the defense because I was so bad at catching the ball. So I was like, "You on the defensive end, only linebacker." Um, and baseball. Once I saw one of them fastballs walk right past me, I was like, "Nah, this shit ain't for me, bro." Excuse my language, but that's the truth, you know. Um, I did much better at soccer, basketball, and boxing. Way better than I ever
I
did
love
at those two.
football though. I'm really good at catching. Um, and I love defense though. I like playing defense. I like catching interceptions and I like tackling.
You, let's see, Ray Lewis. You're a Ray Lewis guy then, right?
Yeah, but my favorite was Ed Reed though.
Okay. Was he on that Ravens team with, Suggs and Flacco and all the rest of them?
Yeah, he was there when Ray Lewis and them was there too.
That was
He
a hell
was,
of a team.
yeah. Ed Reed came in there with Ray Lewis and them because they both went to Miami.
Oh, the Dolphins. Okay. Okay.
No, the U, like the college,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Miami. Him, I know Ed Reed and Ray Lewis both came from that college.
Okay. Interesting. Because you know how ironic, like Dan Marino from Pittsburgh and the Steelers never drafted him, bro?
No, I didn't know
Unbelievable.
that. I didn't know he was from Pittsburgh.
Yep. Um, but who you got, bro? Talk to me about Wardley and Dubois. Go ahead. Who you got?
Um, I don't really know much about Wardley. I had to look him up and stuff, but I feel like it's set up for him to win. But and but Dubois, he could always win for sure. He one of those fighters that take damage that I don't worry about. Like that is too much damage for him to take another fight. I would like Dubois though. I like his style. I like his family representation. I seen a video of his younger brother like really talking about looking up to him and stuff like that.
Awesome. I mean, Wardley. Uh, it's hard to say, right? Because first of all, this is not going the distance, right? No way. Um, but Dubois coming off of a stoppage loss, right? Again, albeit against Usyk, yes, but it is a stoppage loss and a pretty bad one. And Wardley's coming off of a stoppage win, right? But Dubois to me has fought way better opposition than Wardley has. All due respect to Joe Parker and Justice Hooney and Fraser Clark and all the rest of them, but Dubois, has been in there with AJ, finished him at Wembley. That's valuable experience. Have been in there with Big Baby Miller, Hergovich, Usyk. So I just feel like Dubois been in there with better opposition than Wardley has. So for that reason, I believe Dubois is going to stop Wardley around the 7, 8, 9, around there. That's just my opinion.
Mm. I had to look at both of them fight. I mean, if you saying that, then that's probably like Dubois probably got more skill and experience. It just like, as far as the politics, it looked like it's set up for Wardley to beat somebody who got a good name like Dubois.
Yes. It's gonna be good, man. Are you excited for the fight?
I'm more excited than I ever been recently for heavyweight fights. Like the last time I was really excited for heavyweight fights was when like Mike Tyson and Holyfield and them was fighting. Um,
Yeah.
but like recently I'm getting more excited about it. Really, cause David Benavidez just did what he did. I count that as heavyweight. And I like Moses Otama. Is that his name?
Yes.
Moses.
Yes.
I like him too. So he getting me excited for the heavyweight division again.
Man. Do you still want to see Fury and AJ?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. I hope Fury win though.
Me too, to be honest with you. I've never been an AJ guy. Not that I've been like a Fury, simp or anything, but I just never been an AJ guy, to be honest with you. And I think Fury's better. Now the question is, I mean, I don't know because Fury says the Fury team said he wanted to fight one more opponent before AJ, which to me makes not too much sense because you just fought Makhmudov, and AJ's coming off fighting Jake Paul for God's sakes, and
Yeah.
you know,
It sounds like something Fury would do though. Just to like hype the fight up even more. And Fury he don't really like sometimes he don't take advantage of certain stuff. Like he might not be looking to take advantage that AJ just came off of a Jake Paul win and a car accident with his close loved ones. So he probably don't even want to take advantage of that.
man, exactly because that's the thing. Like I'm sick of seeing all this. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy or that guy, and then somebody loses, and we never get to see the fight, bro. I'm sick of that, man. Like
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get Andy Ruiz here, you know.
I don't got Tyson Fury losing though. I hope they make the fight next. I'm tired of waiting for it. And I
Me
just
too.
want AJ to. I always thought AJ was overhyped and kind of arrogant too.
Me too. And I always thought, bro, just to piggyback on that, I always thought that a Prime Wilder would have decapitated AJ
Yeah, at the right time. Yeah, yeah.
for
Prime
sure.
Wilder. Yeah,
Especially like right after he got through with Ortiz the second time and Dominic Brazil when he was in that run where when he decapitated Stiverne the second time. You remember that? Oh my goodness, he
yeah.
was a scary dude, man. Scary guy. Um, what else we got? We got Sufa, man. We got Shane Mosley Jr. versus Boachuk on Sunday. What you got on that?
I gotta look at Boacek again. Shane Mosley Jr. He always in a tough fight, so that should be a good one too. Um, his IQ just not as high as his dad's, but I feel like he got actually, even though his father got a better resume, I feel like because of the weight that Junior be fighting that, he actually got tougher competition though. Like it equal out like that, like the skill level and the IQ and then the weight class at the same time. Like I feel like Shane Mosley Jr. he actually got a tougher competition than his dad had. Which is saying a lot, that's easily argued or whatever. just because Shane Mosley got so many good names on his resume. But that area, that middleweight area, it's always tough, like fighting at those weights. Like you pretty much always run into somebody who's like extremely dangerous one way or another.
For sure. For sure. You got any opinion on Angelo Leo versus Rasslin for the IBF Featherweight Championship on Saturday?
Nah, I would definitely look that up though before Saturday. I've been enjoying boxing a lot more lately, and my health is like it's been real tricky lately. 'Cause like remember I had the tumor, then I found some new tumors, and these ones cancerous, and some days I be so weak that I can't really like lift my head up and stuff. So like I don't know, just watching boxing and stuff, it's like real therapeutic for me, and like so like I'm really more invested in looking up fighters that I don't know, because I've been watching these undercards and they've been really good. Like in the past, I probably wouldn't want to look up somebody like Munguia, but like watching him, it made me want to go back and look at all his fights now, and like watching even like Oshaki, Foster, and Raymond Ford and stuff like that. Like if they was on the undercard, I watched them, but like I've been finding myself actually going back and watching fights, like when I'm seeing these matchups, and really like studying each side and seeing how they might come on fight night. I like Espinoza, and I like their weight division. Um, like Inoue and them, I like their weight division though, but I still don't really look them up as much. But Bam is somebody who got me really interested in those lower weights, cause the way he fight is like effortless. So I
Yes.
probably look up Aleem and them. I think I've definitely seen them before though, just from watching boxing in general. So it shouldn't take me too long to get acclimated.
Not at all. And I would recommend you watch Reese Aleem versus Mikito Nakano. That is his last fight. It was a hell of a fight because Nakano was one of those hot prospects with not that many fights, but like most of them by knockout. And Reese Aleem just boxed him beautifully and won a decision in Japan against the hot prospect, which, by the way, he's fighting the day after tomorrow in Japan, this guy Nakano. So they're fighting on the same week. But that's the fight that I would recommend of Nakano. Angelo Leo, I can show you his knockout of Alberto El Venado Lopez, which is his highlight reel. But his last fight was against one of the Kameda brothers, Japanese family, famous boxing family in Japan, and it was a pretty interesting fight, man. Leo, he didn't look that impressive, but he wasn't fighting, some bum, as they say. I hate to use that word, but he wasn't fighting some nobody. So I would recommend that one for Angelo Leo. And Reese Aleem's last fight against Mikito Nakano. Those would be my recommendation for you as far as that fight particularly.
Nakano, Aleem versus Nakano, right?
Yes.
And he knocked him out, or
no? He boxed him. Decision.
Okay.
Boxed him beautifully.
Where is he from?
Reese Aleem, I think he's either Jamaica or USA. One of the two. Give me a second. Reese Aleem box. There it is. He USA. Yeah, USA.
I gotta look at Angelo Leo. Just off of first impression for Aleem, his style looked too risky.
Let me show you. Yeah, Leo is from New Mexico. Exactly, Ross. Appreciate that.
What fight? Oh, he fought Stephen Fulton. Let me check that one out.
Let me show you the box Rex. Yeah, Leo has a loss to, I believe, Fulton. Yes, yes, exactly.
Let me see that.
So
I
he
might just show.
here is Rasslin, 23-1 with 12 knockouts. Okay, last fight against Mikito Nakano, 14-0. You see that? That was in November. I remember because I called that fight. And Mikito Nakano was 14-0 with 13 knockouts. You see that? So he beat the hot prospect in his hometown, bro. Okay, by UD. There it is.
Hold on, you mean Aleem? He beat Nakano, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is legit, bro, and he can box. Here he is, right here.
Nah, he could box. I would like Angelo Leo more in this fight. I like his style more compared to Aleem.
Here's the knockout of Leo to Alberto Ganado Lopez, if you haven't seen it. That's knockout of the year right there. Um, but like I said, it's not really something to take reference of if you're going to look at a fight because,
Yeah.
you know,
Especially with the
Lopez.
style, yeah.
Exactly. It's nothing like a lean, you know. So. Oh, Sam Goodman, that was his loss? Okay, I appreciate that, Ross. I was looking at his box right here. Yeah, by split decision too, okay? By split decision. So, I mean, ain't no shame on that. I don't think so. That boy is
Yeah, you
good, man.
can't really look at Fulton either as because Fulton wants to mix it up with him. I think Aleem, he's not gonna want to mix it up. So I don't know how Angelo Leo pressure gonna be versus Aleem. But I see vulnerability in Aleem when he's like on his back foot and he gets trapped. It doesn't look like he really knows how to get out of the trap. Like if somebody cut the ring off on him. So I'd probably be favoring Angelo Leo in this fight.
Decision or too early to tell?
Um, it's too early because I feel like Leo is gonna have to grow from the fights that I'm seeing. Cause this will probably be the best like boxer to me that he's fought.
True.
Um, and his pressure is not like he has a lot of room to grow when it comes to being a pressure fighter. Like he gets hit too much and he doesn't his cutting the ring off is not all of that. But the way he fought Fulton, this guy, I don't think he's as tough as Fulton. So
I agree.
if it he might could get the stoppage late. The guy seems tough though. Aleem seems tough though. And he's smart, but like he vulnerable on that back foot against the ropes. If Leo could beat him up, trap him on the ropes enough time and beat him up, he could stop him. I could see Leo stopping him.
Interesting.
Especially to the body. Leo like he got some good power. He could break you down eventually. It's just this guy, he got like no disrespect to Laura, but he got like this Laura type of like consistently like maybe an old school Laura, like consistently trying to stay out of danger, but not nowhere near as good as Laura with it.
Um, as far as the slickness go, I'm with you. Even though I mean, Lara was him back in the day, man. He was.
Yeah, he's nowhere near Laura with it. It just he's consistent. I could see that's how he like to fight. I got Leo probably stopping him though, maybe 10. Cause somebody like Leo look like they gonna come harder every fight until they can't do it no more.
Man, I'm not expecting a stoppage, to be honest with you. Even though I hear you, Leo, especially to the body, if you can catch him late, because Salim is gonna have to keep up that pace for 12 rounds. Not that Leo has been, knocking people out left and right. He does have that highlight reel KO against Lopez, but Reese Alim will have, in my opinion, to keep up that pace and those legs for 12 rounds, which he has done before, to his credit. Okay. I mean, it's interesting, man, because I can see a route to win for both dudes. So that's when it becomes really interesting.
Yeah, for now it's a 50-50. I'm leaning more towards Leo though. Like who has a lean fought that's as strong as Leo? I don't know. I'm just finding out really about him anyway. But like, has he fought somebody this tough as Leo?
Good question. Let me see. He lost to split decision with Sam Goodman. Goodman ain't no chopped liver, but I don't believe I would put him with Angelo Leo.
Yeah.
Adam Lopez. Adam Lopez is a nice win, but he's not really at the level.
I like Adam Lopez.
I like him too. I wouldn't put him at the Leo level though. And this is respectfully, of course. Interesting, man. Interesting. The more I think about this, the more 50-50 it becomes to me. So
Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking about too. Adam Lopez, yeah. See, Adam Lopez, I don't know what happened to him. Like, I don't know. I can't say he was moved too fast. I just think he was fighting at a time where the weight divisions was real hot, like, and he kind of like small for those divisions. Like he's natural at the weight and eight, but his skill though, I was looking forward to seeing more of him. Like, 'cause he one of the most skilled in those lower weights to me. I just felt like he was small, like compared to once he started getting higher up in levels, like he was smaller than his opponents.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Cause they just able to just like look how Liam is just so comfortable with Adam Lopez. It's just cause he's small, that's it. But skill for skill, Adam Lopez is like one of the best.
Adam Lopez is nice. He had I can't remember because I remember I saw him coming up, and then he had a tough fight against who it was. Let me check it out. Where is he? There it is. Adam Lopez. 19-4. He was coming up. I saw his fight against. Shit, can't remember right now. He had a loss against Daniel Roman back in 2017. A loss against Jorge Diaz by UD, 2017 as well. Arnold Kega in 2018, and just lost to. His last loss was against Rizali by TKO in the fourth round. I mean, it is what it is. He's a pretty good fighter. But he
That
was
made
small.
me want. Yeah, he just little compared to them, but they not as skilled as him though. That made me want Angelo Leo to stop him now. 'Cause I really like Adam Lopez a lot. Yeah, nah, that's his toughest opponent. Angelo Leo, he about to be a rude awakening.
Man.
I don't really care for his style that much. Anyway. Cause he obviously don't fight like that when the opponent is his size. See.
So you got Angelo Leo by late stoppage, huh?
Yeah.
Man. I love it.
Maybe like 10. Maybe like around 10.
Okay. I got Leo winning a. No, hang on a second. Let me think about this. Actually, you know what? I got Rasslin winning a majority decision. Yep.
No doubt.
Um, I think he's gonna outbox him because, listen, he was a hilarious underdog in the Mikito Nakano fight in Japan, and he was able to keep up that pace for 12 rounds. And that kid can crack. I know he's young; he don't got that many fights, but he knocked out everyone but one of his opponents. Man, like that's got to tell you something, one way or another, you know. And I don't know. I just don't think Angelo Leo, and I could be dead wrong about this, okay? But I believe so. I believe he's going to be able to do it because Angelo Leo, I don't think he can crack like that, you know.
I think Angelo Leo's he's more sturdy than Nakano or Aleem. And he's more aggressive than Nakano. Nakano, he looked like he was letting Aleem frustrate him. Like Angelo Leo not gonna be going for none of that.
True.
He was catching Aleem. If Leo catch Aleem with some of these same shots, it's gonna hurt him more.
And you might be right, man. You might be right.
Yeah, I don't even like Aleem's style. Like he jump in. He got a little slick style, but like he kind of jump in like Rawley. Like he can't help himself. I don't think he's as tough as he thinks he is. Yeah.
Interesting.
I got Angelo Leo stopping him. His body don't look that sturdy either. If he get hits to the body, it look like that's gonna affect him a lot.
He is 35 years old, so this is basically, you know, his last, you know, he's gonna fire his last bullet in this fight, you know. So.
Okay, yeah, he gonna get stopped for sure.
Yeah.
Just some of the stuff I see Nakano catching him with. Like Leo's gonna keep doing that. Nakano's like more patient than Leo, and that's not really helping him. Aleem's he got this kind of awkwardness. Yeah, that ain't gonna work out for Aleem when it come to Leo. He doing it and then jumping in. And then he's not gonna be able to keep Leo off of him at all.
You might be right. Like I can literally see that happening, not for nothing, you know. And give me an early one for you mentioned Shock and Ray Ford, and I love that you mentioned that. Give me an early prediction for that one.
I got that going to decision. I got Ray Ford. It could be a draw though. It could be a draw. It could go either way. Oshaki, he should be more favored to get a decision, but like when I watch Ray Ford against Abraham Nova and I watch Oshaki against Abraham Nova, that kind of told me a lot about them as fighters. Like when it comes to discipline, like character in the ring. And Oshaki, I like Oshaki though. I just think a lot of his stuff is more for the hype right now. And I think they use Shakur and stuff to downplay Ray Ford, but I feel like Ray Ford earned this position. He has been wanting this fight with Oshaki, and I feel like they should have been like really taking this fight serious at 130. Um, this would be Oshaki best opponent. I feel like they'd be both be each other's best opponent though. Just like man, the way that Ray Ford boxed Abraham Nova was beautiful, and the way that Oshaki did, it was like it was arrogant, like, and it was he kind of got gifted a win to me. Like it was he really didn't step on the gas in that fight at all. He was just kind of waiting, like so sure of himself, and Abraham Nova wound up not even respecting him, and I felt like he won most of that fight. And then he got like this, like he dropped Abraham Nova in the fight. I think that was a slip. And I think that's what really like clarified that he won that fight. 'Cause he didn't really do much to say he won that fight to me. Um, and he looked
Interesting.
good versus Stephen Fulton, but like he waits too much to me. Like he got that late stoppage in that one fight that people give him a lot of credit for, but like
Yeah, Rocky
that's
Hernandez.
that's cause he waits so long though. He had to get a late stoppage. He pretty much does that in every fight. Like that's why I feel like him and Shakur is even talked about is cause that's what they do. Like they wait on their opponent until a fight start and then they just take advantage of that. To me that's like cheating. That's like an unspoken rule of cheating in boxing. Like to just sit back and wait until your opponent make the first move, basically. Unless you just more athletic than them and you could afford to like be first. Like you're not taking no risk, and your opponent has to take all the risk, then you take all the credit for the win. Like I don't like that style.
Um, it can be frustrating, because it's like you're playing it safe way too much. So I definitely know where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, it's like cheating. I never seen no
Yeah.
other fighters in history do that. Like besides Shakur, Oshaki, uh, Rigondeaux didn't even do it. Like Rigondeaux was somebody who was very patient, but he didn't wait for you to start the action. He would take the risk first. Like he would shoot in with a shot. But like Shakur and Oshaki, they'll wait. And they'll wait for you to swing first before they even do anything. Like I just feel like anybody could do that. Like once you train enough in boxing, you could just wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then you score off of that mistake and then you just stay up on the scorecards like that. Like that's
Um,
truly what running is to me.
it can be
And
seen as blurring the rules, so to speak. Especially from a fan standpoint, because we want to see action, we want to see a fight. But I just think that this is as frustrating as it may be, because I do see where you're coming from, bro. But I just feel like every tactic has you know, its solution. You know, Like if it works all the time, everybody would do it. No, that's not how it works. So I understand it can be frustrating. I do understand it, but I mean, what can I say? It's not really against the rules, but the I don't know. I guess you just got to find a way around it, right? If you're the opponent, I mean, because Shakur did that to me against especially Edwin de los Santos. Um, but he also, well, let me think. I believe he did that against Jamel Herring. Because against Valdez, he didn't have to do it, right? He was just so superior, technically, that he didn't really have to do it, you know? And
Yeah.
who's the other one? Tio, same thing. You know, he was so superior, technically, and on the reflexes and everything else. And to a
I
degree
mean,
against
all of
Cepeda.
those guys was gonna even De Los Santos, like all of those guys was gonna take the risk that he wasn't. And the only reason he could get away with it, like, yeah, he's a good fighter and he's athletic, but it's because of his status as a fighter, his name. Like other fighters that could pull that off, they wouldn't be able to get away with doing it. Like Floyd wouldn't have been able to get away with doing what Shakur's doing. They would throw Floyd in the trash. Like you get what I mean by that? Like
Yeah.
Floyd couldn't he couldn't have done it even after all the wins he got. If he would have fought like Shakur fought one time, they would have threw him in the trash. Like Shakur came in at the perfect time to say that what he doing is just a real smart thing. Like, no, you just spoiled. And then he gets so much credit for it. Like, he hasn't proven anything yet though. Like, it don't matter that you beat like he beat Tio, he beat Valdez. Like with Zepeda, I felt like that was more proven than other fights that he had. Like he when he beat Jamel Herring, that was a good fight. But it was like expected him to beat Jamel Herring. And then the very thing that he was talking about being friends, he used that against Jamel Herring. Like he surprised Jamel Herring with that and he kinda like snaked him. But then when it comes to like Zepeda, he stood there but he didn't really have a choice and it's like so you didn't have a choice with Zepeda. I felt like Zepeda's not that elite of a fighter. And look what he was able to force you to do. Like, if that was Gary Antoine Russell, which you could fight him because you just fought Tio at 140, you might have gotten stopped. Like, he hasn't been tested yet. Like, even though he fought Tio, Tio didn't test him. So he hasn't proven anything to me. Like, and if it's not like his opponent has to be able to show him being tested for him to prove. He has to fight an opponent that I believe is able to do that. I didn't never think Tio was able to do it. If we just go off a size advantage and we know what both fighters are capable of alone, I didn't expect Tio to be able to pressure him better than Zepeda did. That's not Tio's style. And Tio is like his arms are shorter and all of that. Like so what happened was expected. He barely did nothing in that fight. Like he didn't show me nothing. And Keyshawn fight versus Ortiz, that showed me something. For real. Like and they was just trying to downplay that fight. Like those two performances were nowhere near each other. Keyshawn had a way far better performance against a tougher opponent. Like, not saying Ortiz is better than Tio, he's just a tougher opponent, and he's bigger. Like his range and what Keyshawn did and stopping him was a big deal. Like Shakur, I don't think he could have stopped T.O. if he wanted to.
Yeah, not only that. I mean, there's several options for Shakur, like Raymond Mutratalla or Shaki Foster. Okay, you don't want to fight Keyshawn Davis? Okay, whatever. But, Alfredo Santiago, Devin Haney, I mean, Gary Antoine Russell. I just named 5 without even thinking too hard. So you got to give me at
Yeah.
least 2 of those, man. At least 2, give me.
If he was to fight Gary Antoine or Richardson Hitchens at 140, and he was to even the guy Puello, if he was to fight Puello at 140, and he was to look that good like he looked with versus Tio with any of them, then it would be enough for me. Like, okay. But he hasn't he avoids fights like that. And then
Yes.
he goes and talks about other people not taking, like, he wanted to talk about other people didn't fight De Los Santos because De Los Santos just exposed you. Like, you scared.
Yeah. And De Los Santos dangerous, man. De Los Santos dangerous, and but I Puello's not gonna be good enough for me, to be honest with you. And this is no disrespect to Puello; he's a tough fighter. But I need somebody like. Listen again. If you don't want to fight Keyshawn, it sucks to hear, but whatever. Give me Muratalla and give me Russell, or give me Muratalla and give me Shark. Give me
Yeah.
2 like legit, champion, world championship level fighters. I need that, bro. I need
I
that.
like that you said Puello's not enough. Like, I
Yeah,
gotta look up more Taya just so I could give him his respect. Um, but Oshaki's not enough for me. Oshaki's basically just a smaller version, like, of Shakur. So that wouldn't be enough for me. Like, that'd be nothing to me. Like, I don't even care to see that fight, honestly.
if Shark beats Ford, would you change your mind?
I don't even want to see it because of the politics since Shakur and him was talking, but I don't think he'll beat Shakur.
Interesting. Okay. You think Russell's better? I mean, a better opponent?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I love it. I love it. Listen, man, I'm gonna be praying for your health. Okay. I will. I'm about to
Yeah.
call it, bro. You got any last
Okay.
words for me?
Peace and blessings.
God bless you, brother, and definitely be praying for you. And we'll see each other in other panels, bro. For sure.
Okay. Okay. Take care.
You too, my brother. I love you, and take care for me, okay?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, sir. That's my brother, Jarrell Hattie. Okay? Great dude right there. Appreciate him pulling up. And I appreciate Oscar Perez as well, my other brother, for pulling up. Um, Definitely be praying for my brother right here, Jarrell Hattie. And I invite you all to do the same. Um, he was saying that he had, a few tumors and stuff that seems pretty serious, carrier, as far as like one of them perhaps being cancerous or something like that, So definitely, yeah, there it is. Prayers for Ja, for sure. Prayers for him. Prayers for Thomas Hill for a speedy recovery as well. I understand that he still got a leg injury. Um, and I'll say Rick Adelman. Rick Adelman, Cottage. Rick Adelman. Um, I'm not high on the Antoni, you know. Me neither. Me neither. He just told me, Carrier. Me neither. Me neither. It's okay. We know. We know. It's okay. And if he's not sure, I'll let him know. Carrier's not like that. He makes a joke, but he didn't know. Okay, He didn't know, and here he is saying it. He didn't know. Okay, so I'm showing the messages and everything just in case somebody plays back or whatever. Okay, so just to be clear. Okay, I know Carrier enough to tell you that he's not like that. Okay, um, absolutely. So he just made a joke because obviously we had a run in in the panel earlier over at B3 Picks TV, and yeah, but nah, he that's my guy right there. Exactly, Cottage. Rick Itauma all day for sure. And listen, I love that Phoenix team that had Steve Nash on it, bro. Oh my goodness, was I a fan of that team? But D'Antoni never really replicated that anywhere else. He had a nice enough run with Chris Paul and James Harden in Houston, okay, but he shit the bed on New York and LA, man. Like, whoa. You had Kobe, Steve Nash. Now, obviously, that was way older Steve Nash, but you had Kobe, Steve Nash, and a few other pieces, and you couldn't make that work. Definitely, Carrier. Definitely. Where did I? Okay, let me give you my top three. Because Gary Payton, unfortunately, Gary Payton got to go into the honorable list mention or number 6 if we do top 10. But it used to be Stockton, Isaiah, Nash, Kidd, and Payton. Used to be that way. Now I have to, as much as I hate to admit it, I do have to put Steph in there, man. I have to. I got no choice. I know he's never played with less than 2 Hall of Famers in his life, but what can you say? Greatest shooter in NBA history, man. Dude can shoot it from anywhere. No Magic because Magic could play other positions. Carrier. That's the reason. Great question. Great question. No Magic. Listen, the only reason why I don't have Magic Johnson there is because Magic could play other positions. My top 5 point guards, to me, this is just me, okay? If somebody wants to put Magic number 1, feel free. But I just feel like being 6'9" gives him too much of an advantage. He played other positions, but that was Stephen A. Smith right there, Carrier. Blasphemous. But do you see my point? Like, he could play other positions, so Stockton couldn't play other positions. Isaiah Thomas couldn't play other positions, or Steph or Nash or Kidd. You see where I'm coming from? That this is no shade on Magic, bro. He's in my picture right there to the left, smiling with his nemesis and friend, Larry Bird, LB. They call him LB. They call him Bird. They call him Larry Legend. They call him number 33. Mr. Larry Bird. And on the left side, we got Irvin Magic Johnson, also known as the greatest thing since sliced bread, also known as the architect of the Showtime Lakers, also known as Mr. I can play every position known to man, Irvin Magic Johnson. Man, get out of here, Carrier, saying it is shade. Man, come on. It's like putting LeBron up in there at the PG. Like, it's unfair, bro. Like, he's 6'9". He can see over everyone, He thinks I'm hating on Magic, Carrier. You're one of a kind, bro. You're one of a kind. So, I rank LeBron as far as the small forwards go because that's the position that he most played. And I probably have him number 1, to be honest with you. But I just can't. Point guards are people that always played point guard. Magic played center, bro. Come on, man. Big shout out to Larry Legend, bro. Yes, sir. I'm a Celtics guy through and through. My blood is green, man. But these two gentlemen on your screen, on the screen, if they don't exist, the NBA is not what it is today, guys. Can anybody debate that? If these two gentlemen on the screen did not exist or did something else with their lives, the NBA is not what it is today. Okay? Point blank, period. That's a hard question to answer because they don't play the same position. But Allen Iverson every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I ain't got too many people above Allen Iverson, bro. I don't. AI is my guy, and I got a lot of love for CP3. You know, he definitely overachieved, bro, being undersized and everything. You know, but Allen Iverson, bro. I'll be hard pressed if it ain't MJ or Kobe. I ain't picking against Allen Iverson. Nope. Iverson versus D Wade, give me Iverson. Iverson versus Reggie Miller, give me Iverson. Iverson versus Ray Allen, give me Iverson. Iverson versus Drexler, give me Iverson. Any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Come on, man. The man took a group of corpses to the NBA Finals against Shaq and Kobe and won one game. Come on, bro. That's some historic stuff right there. 6 foot tall, my size. 6 foot tall, bro. Come on, man. That's a unicorn if I've ever seen one. Allen Iverson. We'll never see a dude 6 foot tall dominate like that. Never again. Ever. Bet on it. Carrier says, LeBron played shooting guard and point guard early. No, I know. And actually, LeBron is my point guard in my all-time team. My all-time team is, let me put it on the chat. The center is Hakeem. The PF is Duncan. Because I'm a sucker for 2 7-footers in the paint. I am. Small forward, shooting guard. This is my all-time starting 5 carrier. And I'm going 82-0, and I'm going 16-0 in the postseason. Sorry. There it is right there. Okay? I ain't got a snowball chance in God's green earth of losing with that starting 5. Nobody's ever going to get a rebound. I got the 2 best rim protectors in NBA history. Let me say that again. The 2 best rim protectors in NBA history, Hakeem Olajuwon and Tim Duncan, right? So ain't nobody ever going to get a rebound because LeBron is sitting on the key as well. And MJ and Kobe? Magic is, well, LeBron definitely got magic on defense, bro. Ain't no argument there. Magic, that's his Achilles heel. And same thing for Bird. They both got the same Achilles heel, and that's on the defensive end. It's not a dis. He says I'm disrespectful. Bro, he's on the bench, bro. John Stockton is on the bench. The guy that I think is the best point guard ever is on the bench too. On defense alone, see how he used the operative word defensive, right? Because if he takes that word out and he says a better player, the answer is any day of the week and twice on Sunday. But he put the operative word defensive there. I see what you did, Carrier. I see what you did. Dwight is a beast on defense, and so is Duncan. Hard to say, man. On offense, there's no debate whatsoever. The only debate here is on the defense. But Duncan got a bunch of NBA all-defense teams too, man. I don't know about that. You can give a slight edge to Dwight. No way, Bobby Cox. Are you kidding me? Because they only won 1 championship? Bobby Cox is the truth, man. He ran into Joe Torres' Yankees. I mean, what do you want? They still won 1. You know, Bobby Cox is the truth, man. I'm telling you. Bobby Cox, if I can't have Joe Torre, let me have Bobby Cox for my baseball team. And if I can't have either one of them, give me Dusty Baker. That's where I'm at with that. Carrier says Duncan was a great defensive player. Dwight was a dominant defensive. Yeah, I agree with that. Dwight, bro, not for nothing. I'm not a fan. But on the defensive end, bro, he was him with all capital letters. He can alter a whole bunch of shots. He can send your shot into the 10th row of the fans. He'll get every rebound under the sun. I just feel like he was such a wasted talent, man. He's like the center version of Stephon Marbury, Carrier. Let me put it to you that way. Dwight Howard is the center version of Stephon Marbury. Dude had everything to be the greatest thing since sliced bread and just squandered it, bro. Squandered it. Without a shadow of a doubt, squandered it, bro. Dwight got a bunch of what? Oh, defensive player of the year. Yeah, and well deserved. And well deserved too. But you're telling me Dwight didn't have the athletic ability to be like the next Shaq? You know? Like even if he didn't get to be as dominant as Shaq, you're telling me Dwight Howard didn't have that athletic ability? Come on, man. Dwight should have been 10 times greater than he was, to be honest with you. He never developed a signature move. He never developed a consistent jumper, not even in the mid-range. He sucked at the free throw line. I mean, come on, man. Seriously? You can jump over anything, and you can't give me any of those? Come on, man. He took it for granted. That's what happened. He took it for granted. Same thing as Stephon Marbury. Same thing, bro. I dare you to find me a point guard more talented than Stephon Marbury, bro. I dare you. You won't be able to. But the problem is, he's a head case, bro. He's a hothead. Never got along with anybody. Got into fights with anybody. I mean, come on, bro. People can only put up with you for so long, man. And if you want, I can show you the Stephen A. Smith legendary rant on Marbury. Carrier, just say the word. Cottage says Bobby Cox managed the Braves exactly. That's why I love the Braves. By the way, they're beating Seattle 4-3 in the 6th inning. Bobby Cox is the truth. Chipper Jones, one of my favorite ball players of all time. What are we talking about, Cottage? Come on, that's the truth right there. Chipper is my third baseman in my all-time team. Without a doubt, wasted talent, Carrier. You can't deny that. Wasted talent for sure, bro. He should have been 10 times greater than he was. You know this as well as I do, bro. He took an Orlando Magic team to the finals without even trying too hard. That's how athletically gifted he was. He better be. He better be in the Hall of Fame, Carrier. If Chipper Jones ain't in the Hall of Fame, shut that shit down. He ain't overrated at all. Not one bit, bro. I got a lot of love for Mr. Bobby Cox. You know? Chipper Jones. Come on, man. Dwight didn't have no offense, but who was stopping him? Bro, his worst enemy is the guy standing back at him, staring back at him in the mirror. That's his own worst enemy, man. I don't get it. To this day, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can have. I remember that dunk contest, bro. He did some shit that I never seen nobody do. And when I say nobody, I'm including Vince Carter. I'm including Dominic Wilkins. I'm including Sean Kemp. You know, the best of the best of the best. MJ, the best dunkers of all time. Josh Smith. You know, Desmond Mason. Isaiah Ryder. I mean, you name it, bro. The best of the best. Dwight is miles ahead all of them in athletic ability. But come on, man. Seriously. Can't you develop a jumper? Seriously. Like a David West type jumper or something like that? Like, come on, man. Everything got to be on the paint. Everything. You took it for granted, Carrier. I don't like this as much as any more than you do, but it's the truth. Carrier says his chipper. He damn well better be well. That dude was special. Special. Yeah, he spent a lot of time with the Braves, man. I think he had 20 plus years in the Braves. The MLB, bro. Can you believe Ichiro didn't get unanimous for MVP? One vote, one idiot decided not to vote for Ichiro. Dude went to the MLB at 27 years old and still got 3,000 plus hits. He started a decade later than everybody else, damn near, and still made it had over 3,000 hits, bro. Wow, they just hit a home run. 5-4 Seattle. Bobby Cox ejection. I think I have one. Give me a second. I should have one. Bobby Cox. All right, let's show this, and after this, I'm gonna call it. Okay. Let me show you this to my brother Cottage at his request. Share screen. 1 second. I have the educational. Okay, I'm not monetized. This educational purposes only. Okay. All credit goes to Green Day Rock. Okay. Let me know how the audio is going. Okay.
Well, it's going to get heated right now because I guess Bobby had enough of this umpire. Yeah, he's gone too. I think he threw somebody else out of the losing. And now he's got Bobby. Well, Bobby's going to get his money's worth. He's a general manager, so he can pay his own fine. Yeah, he doesn't have to explain it to anybody.
That's right. He was general manager and the coach for a long time.
Right. Now the runner takes off. It's a check swing. The throw. Got him. They appeal down to first. Double play. It's a strikeout as well. And they're warning the Atlanta dugout now. A helmet came flying out. Bobby Cox threw the helmet. One of his players did. Bobby's jawing back at Joe West.
Oh, Joe West. Joe West, bro. Joe West was nothing to mess with back in the day.
Well, somebody's been tossed, and here comes Cox. It was Bobby Cox who threw the helmet out there.
Yep. And I think Joe West, when he looked over there, saw Bonnie Smith standing up. We don't know yet whether he kicked out Bobby Cox.
For 5 runs in the third. In the 6th, Mets rally, met at the corners. Ryan Thompson shot to third. Is it a double play? The Braves think so, but they call him safe. The first run scores. Bobby Cox says, what are you guys looking at? And he gets tossed.
All right, let me see that again. 1 second.
Shot to third. Is it
Damn, that's a tough one.
a double play? The Braves think so, but they call him safe at first. Run scores. Bobby Cox says, what are you guys looking at? And he gets tossed.
Top of the second, Bobby Cox getting more than a little fired up, arguing a check swing call. Bill Hahn doesn't like it. The quick heave-ho for Cox.
Hockey sent 12 batters to the plate in the first. Bichette up again, strike or not. Glavine says it should have been a strike. Gary Darling says it's not a strike. Bobby Cox comes out. Bobby Cox has some issues. Bobby Cox has...
Tom Glavine was the truth back in the day, fellas. I know Greg Maddux got more Cy Youngs. I love Greg Maddux, but Tom Glavine was the
Check
truth.
swing
man.
call. Bill Hahn doesn't like it. The quick heave-ho for Cox.
Hockey sent 12 batters to the plate in the first. Bichette up again, strike or not. Glavine says it should have been a strike. Gary
That's a strike, homie. Come on.
Darling says it's not a strike. Bobby Cox comes out. Bobby Cox has some issues. Bobby Cox has some major issues, and he's thrown out of the game.
Now coming out.
For the 6th, Rockies up.
A little adventure with McMichael pitching to Sheffield. Strike, ball. Called it a ball. Bobby Cox said this was a strike. He gets thrown out. Reading his lips, he's saying something about a guy and a cane.
The problem is the
Braves win anyway, but Cox is there, not there to see the end of it.
Darling's call. Top of 6, Glavine facing Andres Galarraga. Walks him. Glavine has words with Darling. Bobby Cox defends his pitcher, and he gets tossed.
2 Major League RBI.
Bobby Cox had a hot hit to him.
For him, and then Colorado Burke stealing second. His 30th stolen base of the year. We'll tell you why in a moment. That is of importance. Javi Lopez doesn't like the call. Chipper Jones doesn't like the call, and he gets tossed from the game. Bobby Cox doesn't like the call. Then again, he's got a head.
There's Chipper right there.
So he might as well get tossed and have his Advil early.
You know, I gotta get his book, Cottage. I gotta get Chipper's book. It's called Ball Player. Go figure, right? Definitely gotta get his book. That boy is an all-time great, man. Chipper Jones is one of the greatest ball players I've ever seen. He's right up there with Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ivan Rodriguez, you know, Roberto Alomar, a ton of people, man. Mike Trout, a lot of people, man. Frank Thomas, Albert Pujols, Vladimir Guerrero, Derek Jeter, obviously. Ton of people. The Alex Rodriguez that played for Seattle and Texas. Oh, what a player that was. Joe West. Baron Davis, Cottage. Baron Davis. Stephen Marbury is more talented, but Baron Davis had definitely a better career. Bobby Cox went down the tunnel to smoke a few Winstons after this. You bet on it, Ross. You bet on it. Like a champ. Cowboy Joe West. Yes, Ross. Exactly, bro. Back in the day, he wasn't no punk, bro. He'll throw you all over anything, bro. That Joe West, I remember him, man. I think he's the umpire with the most called games in history. It's not even close. Oh, me too, Ross. Come on. You should go to my Discord. I post stuff like this on a regular. And even on my posts here, I have... let me share my screen. Let me show you my posts. You all should check out my posts. I put a lot of basketball and baseball and boxing and sometimes even football stuff. You know? This right here, posts. See? Happy birthday, Kevin Rooney, born May 4th, 56, in Staten Island, New York. Junior welterweight and welterweight from 79 to 85, 21-4, one draw with 7 knockouts. Trainer of Mike Tyson and Vinny Pacienza and others. But I have like Joe DiMaggio here. You see? Joe DiMaggio signing autographs during spring training at Fort Lauderdale Stadium. 1967, DiMaggio will return as coach for the Oakland A's next 2 seasons. But he's wearing the Yankees uniform. Okay? A lot of stuff I put in there. Like, you know? Barry Bonds is going to the Hall of Fame. It's expected to be inducted in the 2026 National Baseball Hall of Fame. Okay? All-time home run leader. A lot of people don't like this, but it is what it is. Look at this. Basketball Times, May 1st, 1994. All-Americans. Jason Kidd, Jalen Rose, Grant Hill, Danielle Marshall, and Glenn Robinson. A lot of good stuff. I'm a history geek, guys. I'm a history geek. You know? So, yeah, I should definitely check that out. But that's okay. I'll show them in my lives either way. Remember Mark Lemke, Braves, 2 base. I don't know what it was, but playoff time he was big time. Yes, I do remember him. Wow. I love the Braves. If it wasn't for the Yankees, the Braves would be my team. Man. But yeah. That's about it, fellas. I'm gonna go live. My next live should be Thursday. Okay, should be Thursday. Well, actually, if I get up early for the Japan fight on Wednesday, I'll be on Wednesday. But Thursday night around 9 p.m. Okay. There it is. Yeah, right, Ross? Yeah. Exactly. Ponce Choef, hell yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, absolutely. He should be, but I don't know if he'll get in there because his career was cut short. You know? Unfortunately, his career was cut short. Now, everyone knows if he would have had a full 15 to 20 year career, he definitely in the Hall of Fame, right? Definitely. We all know this. But it's hard to say only because his career was cut short. Now, Yao Ming got into the Hall of Fame, and his career got cut short, so it's only fair that Brandon Roy gets in the Hall of Fame as well, in my opinion. And if Tracy McGrady's in the Hall of Fame, same thing. And if Grant Hill's in the Hall of Fame, same thing. Okay? What? Seriously, champ? Bro, that is so awesome. He said, I named my dog Bonds after the GOAT. That is so awesome, bro. Like, oh, man. Cottage says, Brandon Roy played in the 2000s. Yes, he did, and he showed up and showed out, you know. But yeah, my next live will be Thursday night around 9 p.m. Should be. Okay, should be Thursday night around 9 p.m. So we can get more into exactly with the Blazers. Yep. We'll get more in depth into the fights. I'll see if I can call the fights on Saturday night. If not, I'll do a reaction on Sunday. Okay. Might do both. We'll see. Oh, on Sunday we got Sufa, so I may call that one as well. I'll at least call one of the two. I can, you know, because we got 3 fights, right? We got Triple D and Dubois, and we have Angelo Leo versus Rasslin. And on Sunday, we got the Sufa boxing, right? Shane Mosley Jr. versus Boachu. My official prediction for that one, because I gave it for the other two, but not for this one. My official prediction is Boachu by unanimous decision. I appreciate you, Cottage. Appreciate you, sir. Absolutely. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check out your video on Lillard, and on my next live, I'll give you my feedback, okay? I promise you that, okay? That's a promise. Appreciate my brother Champ Ross, my brother Cottage, my brother Jarrell Hattie for popping up on the panel. Please pray for him and his health. My other brother El Carnal Oscar Perez for joining the panel earlier as well. My brother Thomas Hill in the house. My brother Carrier, of course, as you know, my brother. All the people that graced me with their presence. Much love. And if I'm forgetting anybody, shout out to you as well. Okay? For real. Appreciate you, Ross. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, sir. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it with the Lord's Prayer in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. And the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. We see the results of the survey. No votes on the vertical, but on the landscape, we have 6 votes. 6 votes, awesome. We got 2 for Tank. So the question was, which of these 4 fights would you like to see the most? First one, Benavidez versus Bivol. Second option, Tank versus Shakur. Third option, Inoue versus Bam Rodriguez. Fourth option, Fury versus AJ. We got 6 votes. None for Benavidez and Bivol. 3 votes for Tank versus Shakur. Okay, highest one, 50%. 1 vote for Inoue versus Bam Rodriguez, 17%, and 2 votes for Fury versus AJ, 33%. Appreciate you all that voted. Good stuff, absolutely. And absolutely, I will check that out. That's a bet and the promise. So we'll see you live on Thursday night around 9 p.m. Unless something happens, that should be the next time. Until then, this was your boy Irony Barsi with my 95th live. Appreciate you all. Peace out. Stay safe and God bless every single one.
And then you advance to 90 feet, which is exactly what Josh Taylor did.